Colorado has a very hard-hitting offense, and I think their O-line's better than SC, and then they have that spread game that is ridiculous. And it's hard because they run off the perimeter, but then we also have to keep our eyes on our passing because they're very dangerous through the air. And I definitely think our offense saved us here in the fourth quarter.
What were you able to do to keep Spruce pretty much out of his game?
We knew he's a playmaker, and so we just kind of keyed on the things he does. He was definitely part of our game plan, and with all the athletes they have, I'm not surprised they gashed us, but it's unacceptable. It's something that we need to work on, and definitely something that needs to get buckled down in the bye week coming up to Utah.
How important was
the altitude? Did you feel that at all up here?
See, that's funny. You always going up to the game, you're like, no, the altitude doesn't matter. You feel it. There's a Colorado home field advantage, and the air's thin. You can feel it. You get this nice dry cough going, and they worked their tails off for this one, and we just got lucky that it flipped our way.
After what happened against SC, how important was it for you to win this?
Oh, this was a must-win, absolutely, with our conference, and it's difficult because in the Pac-12 anybody can beat anybody at any time, and we knew that, and they came charging at us, and this was a must-win, and luckily we got that W.
How much does it now mean to you? You only have 2 more road games after today.
Oh, I didn't even know that. That's nice. What's our next road game? Are we at Utah or Stanford? Stanford. That will be fun. So we got Utah at home.
Yeah, you Utah at home.
Oh, that'll be fun.
You guys got gashed a little bit in the end of the first half. What was the mindset going into halftime and then coming out?
We just had to re-gear and get going. We weren't making our tackles. I know I had a blatant missed tackle where my arms just didn't work, but it's difficult. They're a good team, and they got scat backs, they got power backs, and they have all these weapons, and we just had to buckle down and play our Beaver defense.
That last possession, they get the ball back in midfield with like 2 minutes left. What was the feeling of the defense?
We just needed the ball. We needed the ball. The offense had done their job, and they drained the fourth quarter and scored on that drive. And we kind of dropped the ball by letting them score. And this was a must take away, and we knew that they would have to pass, and we put in our pass rush specialists and guys that really get after it, and Oboom, Levante, guys like that just really showed up for us big.
And you got the pressure on that 4th down play. Just what did you see on that play?
I missed. I was supposed to go. Well, I was supposed to go the other way, or I was kind of a spy guy on that play, and I got lucky. My slow butt got out there quick enough, and then Vontae got the final hit on it. But that was definitely, I have to give props to Vontae on that and our DBs for holding coverage and giving us the opportunity to really get at the quarterback who had half an hour to hold onto the ball the whole game. So.
Getting those first couple stops of the second half, how big was that just to kind of get the momentum going?
Oh, absolutely. It was huge. Colorado came in with the momentum, and we knew it, and we needed to get it back, and we just needed to get to how we were at the beginning of the game, and that was making tackles and just being assignment perfect. And it felt good to get it going, but then they started gashing us again. As I said before, I really think our offense saved us on this game.
Teron said that the altitude was no joke. Did you feel it as well?
Absolutely. Going into a game like this, you're like, no, the altitude doesn't matter. But once you get going, there's a home field advantage here in Colorado, and you can feel it, and it's real.
Was it worse than you guys played at Utah last year?
Oh yeah, by far the hardest place to breathe. I think it was harder than Arizona, and Arizona's hot, and you get used to it. But Utah, you don't really notice it that much, but. Yeah, there's some huffing and puffing going on. Luckily, we have enough guys in the interior, at least for me, that we can have a solid rotation going with Ciale, Brandon Bennett, Edwin Delva, me, even Luke Hamilton, who had his debut and got a sack on his 3rd play of D1 college football. So good for him. He's killing it. But
Dylan, can you kind of talk about that 4th down?